Hey Ringo, I hear you come to challenge the man and say, huh? Well, I have some information for you. Man I say, don't hold no corner, strictly border at front line. Only corner man I say hold is the Cisco's corner. Rat and roach run to corner. Rat and roach. You hear me? Man I say don't do that. Another thing man I say don't do. People listen. Man I say no compromise truth for peace. Never. You hear that? Custom.
Okay, so census is outside, and that's where I'm going to talk to the census people right now. I've been looking forward to this situation because I disagree with the census questionnaire. So I'm heading out now to go deal with the census guy. Give me a second. I'll get my paperwork together. Okay. Get my census paper for my question. Where is that paper? Where's my census? Here we go. Sunshine, blue skies, please go away. My girl has fallen over and gone away. Let's go. Okay, what's your name? Mike One. Okay. And you represent United States Census, right?
Yep.
Okay, what question you got for me?
Gosh, let me open the interview. The first one is this 3228 Ave apartment B1?
What do you think? What you looking at right there? What are you looking at?
3228.
Okay, you just came and rang my bell, right?
Yeah.
And you asked me, I asked you what you want. You say you're the census, you're looking for B1, right?
Yeah.
And then here I am outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna say to that question that you just asked me.
No, I know, I got you. I have to ask it like this.
You
Oh,
could,
okay.
but before you go on, I'm gonna let you know that I'm not gonna participate in what you're doing with the census, and I'm gonna point 3 things out to tell you why. First of all, I don't believe in that I'm black. So I can't check on their black. There has to be a place that says human, because I'm neither black nor white. So I'm a human being. That's number 1. Number 2, the distinction or description of what is black or African American, you have, for example, African American, Jamaican, Haitian, Nigerian, Ethiopian, Somali, etc., etc. I'm Jamaican by birth. In Jamaica, we don't consider ourselves black. There is no... Jamaica is the petri dish for the United States.
Right.
Out of many one people came from here, go to Jamaica, and in Jamaica, you have all other cultures there. Japanese, Chinese, Syrian, on and on and on.
Yeah, etc.
And all of them consider themselves Jamaican. Now, here is my problem. If you're white, the example they give you is German, Irish, English, Italian, Lebanese, Egyptian. My question is, when did an Egyptian become white?
Yeah, to be honest, to keep it real with you, I got a friend that's Egyptian, and he claims that he's black, but
I remember Anwar Sadat. I was in the United States Navy, and you could see on my head, I'm taping my conversation.
yeah.
So I hope you're taping yours. On my hat you see veteran. When I was in the military, I'm a Cold War Navy vet. We used to chase Russian submarines, running around the place chasing Russian submarines until one day we pulled into Djibouti, Africa, and on the pier, the captain says, "Don't go to the front of the ship." Well, in between us was a French warship. At the end of the pier was a Russian warship, and here's our warship. We all on the same pier getting fuel, so we can't be enemies. So my enlightenment is looking on. I have a show called Asoego, Asoego, on YouTube. And on there, I pointed out President Kennedy talking about what's going on with black folks in this country. And the history is there. So, the problem is black and white, and I'm not supportive of it. Here is the next piece of it, why I'm not gonna go any further with this after this one. This is for Hispanics. It used to be Chicano, Latino, Hispanic. Some of them are darker than me. They're here, they live in my community. So if we're talking about funding, like we say we're doing, that's a problem. Because now they say, person, Hispanic, Latino, Spanish origin, they call or whoever they calling, blah, 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 blah. Now, here's the kicker. They says, note, both questions 8 about Hispanic origin and question 9 about race. For this census, Hispanic origins are not racist.
I don't myself understand that, so it's perfectly like for you to bring that up to me right now is a really good question. To be honest, I always thought Spanish was a race, but it tells me that it's not, and they don't really give me an explanation behind it. When I get to that question and finish it, like say if a person says yes and I put Puerto Rican, Chicano, etc., it'll tell me after that, and I'm going to ask you a list of races for this census, this and that, it's not a race. And it doesn't give me an explanation after that. I just have to, the respondent will either tell me he's white, black, Asian,
My point is,
yeah.
This is the key for this census.
Yeah.
For this census. We have a problem here right now in the political sphere, where you have one group called a gentleman a white supremacist. The other group says they have hijacked it. Now, they have a thing in this country called civil rights. It was a struggle of my ancestors here, and now civil rights is also gay rights and this right, and that should never be. When you hear civil rights, it should be just like you hear the Holocaust. So now you have this thing called Black Lives Matter. I feel Black lives do matter, So do Caucasian lives, Hispanic lives, human beings matter. So when you take that now and people are funding it, riding on it, you have all different folks attached to it. So for me, I have a show. I have a show called Fash Out TV. I was before Google, Facebook, and Twitter. They don't want you to tell the truth. I'm telling the truth. I just left from taking care of my mom and my dad. 89 and 91. My dad has dementia. He fell 2 nights ago. I had to clean him up now. So COVID is going on. Now you see this? Whoever your supervisor is, you tell them, I would like to have a sit down with whoever wrote this. Then I'll go forward with it. That's where I'm at. As of now, I decline.
So can you just repeat that for me so I can write it down for you?
Could I repeat what?
You want to have a sit down with the supervisor so you could speak to them about
You tell them.
I know,
I just told you.
No, I know, I don't want to forget.
No, how can you forget something like that? But how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, you go to college?
No.
Okay, so you finish high school?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm quite sure you haven't ran into anybody who has said this to you yet or in this depth. I'm quite positive you haven't.
That I haven't?
Run into someone who went this far into their explanation.
No,
well, take this as your example. My spirit
right
will not allow me to participate in this deception of what's going on with the human family. I'm a Nazarene.
Right.
Any identity being put on me is a Nazarene. That's what I am.
Right.
Okay? So, I am through. Have a good day.
Do you also know that my job is also to attempt a proxy? A proxy would be for me to go and ask the neighbor if they know anything about you or your house.
You could ask the whole world. You could do whatever you want to do to try to find out whatever you want to. I am a disabled vet.
Right.
The United States of America know who I am. They know where I am. I get my medication here through the U.S. Postal Service. Have a good day,
So
brother.
you don't want me to leave a notice of visit?
Brother, whatever you do,
No, but
you do,
but I gotta
brother.
give it to you though. Come on,
Give
man.
what to me?
The notice of visit. That just basically this is the proof that I was here, that I came to do it.
So you have a phone?
Yeah.
Let me see. GPS?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were here, brother.
No, but that's not how the job works though. You know how jobs work.
Brother, listen. Your semantics and all those things, brother.
So you don't want to take the notice of visit?
Brother, listen to me. The semantics and all those
I'm sorry,
things.
sir. I'm on a time kind of thing.
Brother, I don't care what kind of time you on. You do you.
So
I'm saying to you
So you
that.
don't want me to leave the notice of visit?
So what does that mean when you say leave a notice of visit? So what if you don't leave it? Somebody else come in the door?
Most likely,
and ring my bell?
Most likely, they'll send this case to another enumerator.
Okay, so one came already, and I already told him I'm not participating, so here you are.
Yeah.
I went even further in depth with you about it, right? I did. I went even further in depth. No disrespecting you or anything. Respecting what you're doing, your job, and all that stuff. But I'm telling you what my spirit is telling me based on what I've read. And you're not in the position to answer none of my concerns that would enable me to continue the process for which you're here. So what I'm saying to you is, in order for me to continue the process, there has to be someone who is conducting the interview with me that can give me the explanations to my questions.
But you haven't really asked me any questions, sir. I can do that.
Is Egyptian a black, a white race?
I mean, we can search it up online right now.
Search it up online. Search it up. Search it up online. Look up Anwar Sadat. Look up Anwar Sadat.
Says that ancient Egyptians were black Africans displaced by later movements of people, for example, the Macedonian, Roman, and Arab conquest.
Look up
Eurocentric,
Anwar
Asian,
Sadat.
and Egypt are ancestral to modern Europe.
Look up Anwar Sadat.
Huh?
Anwar Sadat. That's that. Look that name up and tell me
How
what.
do you spell that?
A-N W-A-R S-A-D-A-T. You see his face?
Yeah.
What did he look like to you?
I can't tell you.
You know, you believe in Jesus?
No.
You don't believe in God?
I don't believe in anything until it's proven.
Well, this is proven. I believe in God. I know God. And my spirit from God is telling me that even with you coming here, you have a purpose. And your purpose is done. You have seen and you can tell that I am against the whole process. So I need your supervisor. You hear me repeating it again. You wanted me to repeat it, right?
Got you. Hold on. Got you. So you need...
No, but hear what I'm saying. You see, you have a brain, right? You tell them what the process of your interview was.
So you're not gonna repeat it. Alright, so I'm going.
Welcome to the Sir Squeezeback Show. Ideas, arts, and music. Focusing on the struggles of the African American people, black people worldwide. DBSS. Daddy Box Thing. The youth. Today versus tomorrow. Man, I say.